welcome to one and all present here at this wonderful venue of Khalsa Ground. Hello guys, it is Janmesh Kogate, your commentator, all set to start off with today's 40 plus tournaments match, and today's match is going on between Rising Stars versus Lodha NCB Titans. And currently the batting team is Rising Stars, and it is Kamal and Sujay opening the innings for them, whereas it is Rohit into attack for the first over from team Lodha NCB Titans. Rohit started off with two back-to-back dot balls and then a single, which was turned away by Kamal. And now it is Sujay on strike, all set to face off his first delivery. Just looking around the field setup, and just searching for those gaps where can he hit to get those big runs easily. Whereas Rohit is waiting for him, maybe just wait before that wicket incoming. And here we go, Sujay all set. And Manansing delivery. A dot ball coming here again into play. Third dot ball of the over. Two back-to-back dot balls again after that single. So four dot balls till now, and the pressure is getting mounted up on both the batters out there on the field. Because playing dot balls is never a good thing. Here comes again that swinging delivery, just leaving the batter clueless. So the score after the end of the first over is only one run, one single run for the loss of no wickets. But as it is a power play going on, there are only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So my only advice to both the batters out there on the field would be that just focus on getting gaps and try to go for big runs, because it's the only time when you can go for big runs without taking maximum risk. And here it is, Gaurav been brought into attack, and guess what? Kamal has welcomed him with a boundary on the very first ball. The frustration of the first over has been taken out here by Kamal. Straight away for a four onto the leg side. And now it seems like the tables are getting turned and the pressure has been shifted. This time he plays that one slightly slower, straight to the fielder who was standing at the mid off, and takes a single. And here it is again a threatening delivery. A delivery with full potential of grabbing that wicket, and here somehow Gaurav is marking a statement. He is mentioning politely to Sujay that I am not someone who will get hit for boundaries again and again. It was your luck that you got me on the first ball, but right now I'm here to take wicket. I'm here to save runs for my team. And a loose shot in the air, but finding himself safe over there as that one goes just into the no man's land, and they turn away here for a single. It goes in the air and falling just slight away from the fielder standing at the long on. And again, the batter just finding himself safe over there. So again, turned away for a single. And now the score after the end of the second over is 8 runs for no loss. And here comes Rohit has been brought back into the attack. The man who loves to save runs, the man who is not at all interested in conceding even a single run, who just conceded one single run in his first over, and now he is here back into attack in the third over to save runs, but this time not only save runs but also take wickets. And guess what? It's a wide going down there. It's just going down there for a four, but no, there are two players chasing and wonderful footwork. They're saving those four crucial runs. Until then, they have turned back for multiple. So wide plus couple of runs taken out there on the field. The man who is never happy out sharing runs has bowled this one as a white ball, an extra run. And here we go again. Again, him making comeback. So whenever he gets that perfect line and then he does make sure that he is not conceding any run out there. This, the second delivery, the previous one before this dot was just fluke by him, and he missed this line. And luckily, the batting team got that wide ball plus those 2 runs. But we should really appreciate the batting team that they converted a single into double, and this is what aggressive running is, turning ones into twos and taking maximum runs possible out there. And as you can see, 3 dot balls have been bowled till now, 3 legal deliveries, and all 3 are dot balls. This is the magic of this man, Rohit. Here we go again. This was a beautiful one, but what is that? I mean, he almost went for that run, and then some miscommunication happened. The player at the standing at the short covers misfielded, and them going back to the strike. Could have been a wicket taking opportunity, or could have been a quickie sneaky single. But no, it's a dot ball again. So now 2 balls left of the third over. 11 runs already conceded by the team Lodha and CP Titans. Is it the wide? No, it's been the wide guideline. So one more dot ball. I mean, if there would have been a reward for bowling dot balls, definitely Rohit would have been the winner of that award. And here we go, tries to flick in. The keeper makes a mistake into the gap towards the fine. Until then, they have turned out there for run. So finally, 1 run taken, and also umpire signal that last delivery as a leg by. So it won't be counted in anybody's account, but definitely in the team's account. So the score after the end of the third over is 12 runs for no loss. And now for the fourth over, it is Gaurav been brought in to attack. Two back-to-back dot balls bowled by him. And here again, this tight fielding, this perfect fielding, and not letting any runs getting leak over there on the ground. Three back-to-back dot balls, a hat-trick of dot ball by Gaurav in this over, in his second over. Only 12 runs been conceded, and now I can definitely say this one thing, that the pressure is getting mounted up on the batting team. As you can see, Kamal is batting at 7 off 16 balls. Just too many dot balls. Again played towards the point, and guess what? Just one more dot ball coming down there. There's also a fielder plays there at the sleep from the start. So there's one plan just to tempt the batter to go for that back shot and get collected at the sleep. But the pressure which has been built up, the pressure which has been mounted up currently is definitely going to lead up there for a wicket. Here it goes, high in the air, going up high, loose shot, and what is this? What has he done? Could have been a wicket. Could have been that first breakthrough currently. As you can see that one in the replay, he finally went for that shot. I told you as that the pressure was getting mounted up. He was tempting for that shot, and here it goes. He plays that in the air, mistimes it. Could have been a catch, but unfortunately, the fielder doesn't collect it well. But fortunately for the batter, that he finds himself safe over there. So 13 for no loss, and now one last delivery of the fourth over. Here we go, just flicked in with soft hands for a dot ball. So the score after the end of the fourth over is 13 runs for no loss. And now it's time for a wicket, because the pressure has been mounted up, which is definitely going to lead for a wicket. Here it goes in the air and straight up there across the boundary ropes for that boundary. Just look at that shot. Just have a look at it again. He swings that one hardly, but most importantly that he timed that ball well and straight over the covers. He exactly knew that there wasn't anyone in place outside the covers, 30 yards. So this is what they need right now, such smart shots. Here again, same shot, same direction, same results, again a boundary, and again 4 runs added to the team's total, as you can see that one in the replay. So this is what they need right now, such smart shots. Here again, and here it goes, straight up there, a fuller length ball. 22 runs up, and a dot ball coming down there again into play. 22 runs up, one last ball left of the fifth over. And a beautiful delivery again. That gorgeous delivery. And this one was close. There was a chance. If the batter would have been felt a little late to cross that crease, could have been a chance taken, could have been a chance made. 23 is the score, and it is the last over going on of the power play. And as it is a power play going on, there are only two fielders outside the 30 yards. And this is the time when the batting team can go for most possible runs out there. Here we go this time, played it loose, but finding himself again safe over there as the fielder plays at extra covers was little behind from where the ball fell on the ground. So a dot ball, 23 runs up for no loss. Lodha and CP Titan still in search of that first wicket. Here it goes in the air, all the way up. Is it going down there for a wicket? No, it is going all the way up for that maximum. Just have a look at that shot. First, he stepped back, then timed it, sent it up high, and made sure that the ball is going to cross the boundary ropes. And here again, a maximum was he played that one high, straight up in the air, all the way going up. As you can see that one in the replay, the bowler came running in across the wicket, bowled that one slightly away, and the batter took advantage of that. Just timing it perfectly and sending up straight over extra covers for a maximum. Second maximum of this over. Gaurav has been hit for two sixes in this over till now. 36 runs up, and now one last ball left of the power play. was that? I mean, he tried to stop the ball with his foot, but then what happened? I mean, just let's have a look at the replay. And here, as we can see that one in the replay, the bowler came in running. The batter just turned and pulled it off in the gap, and the batter jumped in to save that, but is little late. So that one going all the way up there for a boundary. So total three boundaries from the last over of the power play, and now the score after the end of the sixth over after the end of the power play overs is 40 runs for no loss. And here we go. Vishal been brought into attack for the change in momentum, and he does that. He does what was needed to be done. He does what the situation demanded. He does what they were looking for from so long. Taking that first wicket, giving that first breakthrough to his team. And with this, the first wicket has been put down. 40 for the loss of one it is. And now we will have a quick replay of that wicket. The batter tried to sweep it hard, and then the ball going straight into the stumps, blowing off the middle stump, and then that nonchalant walk of the bowler is explaining his teammate that how did he manage to do that. And again, a beautiful one was been bowled, but the batter plays that one more elegantly. And as you can see that one in the replay, and again, a beautiful one was been going straight away for a four. Could have been saved because there was a field already been placed at the third man. He could have saved that, but the reflexes were slow. 44 for the loss of one after two balls getting delivered after the power play. score after the end of the seventh over is 45 runs for the loss of one wicket. And here it goes, a loud appeal, but no, the umpire has signaled it as a no ball. So now it's time for the free hit. So can we expect something big coming down there? Can we see something great coming down there? I mean, a big shot, a huge shot, or maybe some smart shot. One smart shot, and here it goes in the air, all the way going up. And there is no need to rectify that shot. It has been delivered straight up there. Shot. As you can see that when the replay taken off for the lower full toss over the mid wicket and straight up for a six. My bad, it wasn't a six, it was a four. It just bounced before the boundary line, so it is a four. And here again, going through the keeper all the way up to the boundary ropes, and a four getting added to the team's total. I mean, what was that? Just have a look at that. The batter swings, here again, going through the and four runs getting just delivered into the batting team's total. And umpire signals it as byes as there wasn't an edge through the batter's bat. But doesn't matter how the run comes unless they're coming. So good thing for the batting team. There's an overthrow, but saved it. And here we can see that regret on the bowler's face. Because could have been a wicket, could have been the second breakthrough. It is the ninth over going on a 40 plus tournament at Kalsakrit ground, and here was a brilliant delivery been bowled by Vishal, the man who took that first breakthrough and the only wicket taker till now in this match. It goes, sweep it hard in the air and just delivered out there. Only wicket taker
As
till
you
now
can six.
in this match. As you can see out there in the replay, he swept the chart in the air and then just a volley from the player, just delivering that one straight outside the boundary ropes. My bad, the previous one wasn't a six, it was a four, and here it goes. A run out has been claimed out there. Second wicket going down, and again in Vishal's over. Today's wicket taker, the man who creates that opportunity always. This time, just going through the fine, and the player that slip just follows the ball, goes all the way till the deep fine, throws the ball back to the keeper. Keeper till he goes to collect it. The throw was been done. It was redirected straight into the stumps, and a wicket been put down. And here comes again the score as of now is 64 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. And what was that? Again, that instant regret on the bowler's face of not getting that one. Two back-to-back dots and three dot balls been bowled till now. Also one run out been claimed and just a boundary been conceded. And now here we go for the last ball. Just played it softly towards the mid wicket, taking that single. And with this, the ninth over comes to an end finally. So the score after the end of the ninth over is 65 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. And here we go, one more wicket been put down. As you can see that one in the replay, the batter swinged it hard but wasn't been timed well and getting collected at the backward point. Then that celebration, that happiness following through of getting that third breakthrough. 65 for the loss of 3 days, and now it's time for the drinks break. And here we move on back again to the game after the drinks break. It is Nirav Veda who has taken that wicket on the very first ball of his second over. And now a single. He's just bowling exceptionally well, just looking around the field setup, looking at the fielders, and just trying to set the bowler into his trap. It is today on strike the one who has spent the maximum time possible out here, batting at 25 of 18. He is also just looking at those gaps, looking at those field setup. 66 for the loss of 3 it is. Can we see the fourth one coming down? Can we see Nirav Veda taking one more wicket? He's all set. He's looking hungry for that one wicket. One more one. It goes slightly slower and just leaving the batter completely clueless. I guess his practice is just paying him off. It goes a flighter delivery again, played it softly. This time towards the point, and what this has been just leaved for a four. Could have been saved. Could have been that. It goes a
Could
flighter
have been just
delivery
a
again,
single,
played it
but
softly.
what have they done?
I mean, both of them just got confused at who will save it, and in the end, nobody saves it. So four. Sujay gets rewarded with a boundary straight through the point. 70 runs up for the loss of three, and now two balls left before the 10th over comes to an end. It goes swing the tar. It tried to stop that one, but they will get a single of this. So the score after the end of the 10th over is 72 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And what was that ball just swinging in straight out there and leaving the batter completely clueless. 73 for the loss of 3 days. Sujay on strike. Tarun been brought into attack for his first over. Conceded only a single. Now here he bowls that one slightly slower in the air, all the way going up. But what is that? I mean, just look at what happened. Bowled that one slightly
Now
slower.
here he
Bowled
bowls
that
that
one
one
smartly.
slightly
The
slower
batter
in the
mistimed it, went up high in the air,
going
and
up.
then what is he doing? And here again, the same delivery but different result this time. This time the safe fielder and taken one. My bad, a dot ball. So now one last ball left of the 11th over. And here again, going up for that maximum, making sure that there's no one who can act as an obstacle. And straight away there for a maximum to finish the 11th over. So the score after the 11th over is 83 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And what is that? I mean, what did just Vishal do? Vishal, whenever he comes in, he makes sure that he is just hunting one down. And he has done this one so elegantly that there were just no marks left. One wicket been put down here again by Vishal, and Vishal's over. In his first over, a wicket was been taken by him. Then in his second over, a run out was been put down. And now in his third over, one more wicket. So the score here after this wicket is 84 for the loss of 4. And what is that? This Vishal is a magical bowler, just doing his things again and again, over and over again. What was the delivery? I mean, started off with the delivery, then a wicket, then three consecutive dot balls. This one was literally Venant, just leaving the batter completely clueless and asking him not politely but just roughly to move on to the back foot. But here again, the batter taking the front foot this time and hitting that one straight over the mid wicket for a six for a maximum. Just have a look at that shot. And elegantly played straight over the mid wicket up for a maximum. And here we go, moving on to the 13th over. It is Tourment brought into attack for his second over. The score as of now is 90 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. It is Jfsc currently there out on the strike, looking around the field, set up batting at 9 of 6. And here Tarun going again, started off with dot delivery. Here Satyashil plays it hard in the air and just making sure there isn't anyone who can stop it. Tarun
So
going again,
straight six
started
up
off with
there
dot
down the
delivery.
ground over
Here
the long off.
Satyashil plays it. And here we go, as we can see that one in the replay. He just hammered that one straight all the way going on through the mid off, through the long off, and then the fielder standing there, the long off, making a mistake. And the batting team getting rewarded with 4 runs, and this 4 runs have helped them to reach the total of 100 runs. 100 runs have been put on the scoreboard for the loss of 4 wickets. And here we go again. But this time the player makes no mistake, so only a single. And now one last ball left for the 13th over. And here it is, Vishal been brought into attack now. And this one is a different Vishal, so he is been brought in here for his first over, and he starts off the same way how the other one started, a dot with a dot delivery. And here he tries to stop that, but misses that one and concedes the single. And here again, that much needed one is been taken down here. I mean, just have a look at that one. The bowler came in running, bowled that one slightly different away from the usual line and length and gets that wicket. And here it is, hit that one straight along the ground for the four after the wicket. For the wicket, it was a dot delivery, and then finally pulling this one off straight through the mid wicket along the ground, up for a four. And a strong one, long appeal. They are literally convincing the umpire, everyone out there on the field from the bowling team, from Lodha and CP Titans, convincing the umpire, but umpire is very clear about the decision of it is not being a wicket. And now the score after the end of the 14th over is 106 runs for the loss of 5 wickets. Here it goes in there. High up there. Is it going down there? And guess what? Just look at it. Just throwing that one nonchalantly like it is his regular thing. This is what he does usually. Tarun comes in for his third over and takes a wicket on the very first ball. The sixth one has been sent back. The score as of now is 106 for the loss of six. And now we will have a replay of that shot of that wicket. The batter swinged it
Here it
hard,
goes
timed it
in there.
almost perfectly, but went up high and
Is it
didn't
going down
got the
there?
distance. And here it
What?
goes. Just look at. And this time little fuller, and the batting team converting that one into a single. It is 15th over, getting bowled by Tarun, taken a wicket on the very first ball, then a dot ball, then a single. Just making sure that they save as many runs as possible. Almost the half side, more than half side has been sent back to the pavilion. Now just 4 wickets left. And here it is, Vishal been brought back into attack for the 16th over and second over from his account. And he has started off with two back-to-back dot balls and then a single. He's taken a wicket in his previous one in his first over. So can he manage one more wicket? Can he manage a second one here out in the 16th over? The score is 110 for the loss of 6. More than half of the batters have been sent back. Only 4 wickets remaining. And here goes a tricky delivery, just leaving the batter completely clueless. And this is what is supposed to be bowled right now, looking at the situation, because the kind of deliveries are required. The batter is staying absolutely top notch with that. And here he bowls that one little smartly away from the batter and just leaving him completely clueless. So total 5 dot balls from this over, and at this moment, at this stage of the game, playing so many dot balls is never a convenient thing. And both the batters out there on the field are the new batters. One is batting at 2 while the other one is at 5. So 110 runs up for the loss of 6 after the 16th over. And here it goes, high up there. What was it? Just timed it perfectly. As you can see that one in the replay, the bowler came in running across the wicket, bowling that one slightly slower, but the batter taking his front foot out and timing that one perfectly for a 6 for a maximum. And here we go, a loud cheer following up there. After that wicket on the very first ball of Vishal is over. His third over. Him taking wicket and one more batter been put down. The seventh wicket has been put down and one more batter been sent back. So here three consecutive dot balls were been bowled by Vishal just to change the momentum which was already in their hand, in their pockets, and now the score after the end of the 18th over is 119 for the loss of 7 wickets. And guess what? Gaurav has been brought into attack and the batter just welcomes him with that shot, with that powerful one to just open his account of runs. He was unable to find runs on the first two balls, but then he makes sure that he is getting that and a six on the very first. Again up there, just back to back maximums. Again it was high in the air and then going up, just not stopping anywhere, just making sure that it is going to cross the boundary ropes. And here we go, Lodha Peel in the hand, going up, one more batter is been sent back. The eighth wicket has been put down, and the revenge has been taken of those two back-to-back sixes. And goal. And here it is into the gap, and one more again. As you can see, that one in the replay was been played straight to the covers and then going along the ground for the four. And here we go, the last ball of the 19th over has been claimed down there. The batter just stepped down and was looking for that extra run out there. But he's also smart that he made sure that he finds himself safe over there. So not a wicket, a dot ball. And what is that choice? Just directing that one straight to the third man. And has he made that mistake? Yes, he definitely has, because they have just turned back for multiple. They have taken two runs out here. And here we go. Just driven straight along the ground towards the covers and a single taken. So now last four balls left of the first innings. 139 runs up for the loss of 8 wickets. Can we see the score going above 150, or are they going to sum up below that? Here he goes again, a short pitched one. The bowler coming in, and this time just missing the line and bowling a wide ball out. And here it is, finally one more batter been put down. The ninth one, the ninth wicket has been claimed down here by Rohit. 140 for the loss of 9, and now just 2 balls left. And now Moshin is the new batter walking in towards the pitch. And with this, the first inning has come to an end. So the score of the end of the 20th over is 140 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. And now the target for the team, Lodha and CB Titans, is going to be 141 runs, and they need to chase it down within 20 overs if they want to win this match. There's Vishal and Ajinkya out there to bat for the team Lodha and CB Titans and to chase down this total of 141 runs from 20 overs, whereas it is motion into attack for the first over from the team Rising Stars. And a menacing delivery on the very first ball, just politely asking the batter just to go back to the pavilion. A dot ball to start the run chase. 141 runs needed. And here we go on again, moving to the second ball. Steps out and defends that one under the bat. And one more dot ball. Motion is just making sure that he doesn't concede any runs out there, because he very well remembers that what happened with them out there in the first inning. Just playing as many dot balls and just conceding one run, scoring one run in the first over. So he's just trying to replicate the same thing. Still 141 needed. Vishal on strike currently. Here he steps out, plays that one this time carefully onto the leg side towards the mid wicket and takes a single. And Misfield up there is going all the way to the boundary. There's a race going on between the ball and the fielder, but the fielder went, stops it, and runs been taken. It was supposed to be a dot ball, but then turns out to be a single taken because of that misfield. So 2 runs till now. Vishal up there back on strike, who's batting at one of 3 balls. And now Moshin is just moving the field around, rearranging the field setup, maybe just going to try something different, this a different variation. And here you go, just flicked it on into the gap towards the short mid and taken one again, 3 back-to-back singles. So the score after the end of the first over is 3 runs for no loss. Here he goes, steps out and plays that win straight over the extra covers and just have a look at that shot. What was that? I mean, just beauty. Just have a look at it. The bowler came in running, bowls that one straight out, and the batter swings it straight over the extra covers and then straight down there. What a four. And what was that? Just look at that one. Straight hitting up there, but no reaction from the umpire. There was an appeal made up there by Shalin Gupta, but umpire is very clear about the decision. So 8 runs up for no loss, and now 2 balls left of the second over. And here it goes to the keeper all the way along the ground in the fine leg area, and umpire signals buys for this one. So runs taken could have been a chance, could have been just taken well, and could have been just saved that one as a dot ball, but no, a mistake was been done down there by keeper, and it happens in the game of cricket. So the score after the end of the second over is 9 runs. And here it goes, a huge shot by Vishal, a big one. Let's have a look at that. This went down there and taking that one straight at the middle of the bat. And here we set, moving on to the third ball of the over. Motion back into attack, and here it goes. Ball straight, that one down there. And there's no one been placed over there. So a single been exchanged. And here we go again. Steps out, just flicks it on into the gap through the fine, and then up there for a four. 4 runs been added to the team's total and getting subtracted from the runs needed. And here we go again. Steps out, just flicked it off, and going straight to the keeper. There was a chance, but could have been a difficult one to stop. And here we go, moving on to the last ball of the third over. 24 is the score for no loss. Still looking for that first wicket. And here we go. A shot been played with soft hands straight to the cover fielder and a dot ball. So the score after the end of the third over is 24 runs for no loss. And a strong appeal, a strong claim was been put on there, but umpire is very clear about his decision, and he is not going to give that one as out and declares that one as a leg bye. appeal, and then the hand going up for a wicket. The first wicket has been claimed down by Shalin Gupta in his second over. Let's have a look at that and just see what happened. And you're straightening onto the pads, and then the batter losing his balance, then but the hand going up for a wicket. The first, a brilliant decision by the umpire. Last two balls left of the fourth over, and here comes a smart delivery. Just one more dot ball, two back-to-back dot balls been bowled over here after that wicket. Karan still looking for that first run. And here it is, smartly placed into the gap, but the fielder is even more fitter and he is even more quicker to stop that one from going to the boundary ropes. So the fifth over of the power play has been started off with a single. 27 for the loss of one it is. And here we go. This time he one more stronger and making sure that nobody can stop it this time. And straight away there along the covers. Along the ground through the covers for a four. Just have a look at that shot. Stronger. And here we go again. This time he's just going and attacking the bowler. Just asking the bowler to move on to the back foot. This time he made sure that he is crossing the 30 yards and gets that four through the backward point. Now only 106 needed. And Ravi has started off his over with a single and then two consecutive boundaries and last three balls left. Now what can we expect? Can we see some more boundaries and coming around? Can we see him taking some revenge and maybe putting down a wicket? This time high up in the air and going straight away for a maximum. The dot ball was been bowled after those two consecutive fours, but this time he makes sure that he is getting that run and he gets it. He gets that big shot this time. That's much important one just to accelerate the run chase. And the score after the end of the fifth over is 41 runs for the loss of one wicket. And now the team Lodha and the Titans requires 100 runs from 15 overs. And here it goes. This time a brilliant one. Just bowling straight onto the point where it was supposed to be bowled, but a misfield and taken one. Just leaking out runs like this won't help them in today's match. And here we go after those two conceded dot balls. Now Ajinkya is all set, just standing on the strike and ready for that ball. But again, the Sharling Gupta is just here to make sure that he doesn't concede any run after that single on the very first call. That too was supposed to be a dot ball, but that misfield leaded to a single. So now he is making sure that he bowls back-to-back dot deliveries. He is making sure that he doesn't concede any more run in this power play. There's two balls left of the power play. Can we see a boundary coming, or are we going to see just more two dot balls? No, this time he just misses his line and ends up bowling a wide ball. An extra run to the batting team, which will get subtracted from the runs needed. And here it is this time. He tried to go for that long shot for those extra runs, for those big runs, but ends up getting just a single. And now still one ball left, the last ball of the power play. 44 for the last loss of one it is. And for the last time now it is going to be like that only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Gone on strike, batting at 3 of 5. Shrama डाला मैंने. इसको इसको टैग करूँ. राजकोट ये आईएफएम को भी करता हूँ मैं मेरे कॉलेज को. So the score after the end of the sixth over is 45 runs for the loss of one wicket. And now team Lodha NCB Titans requires 96 runs from 14 overs at the required run rate of 6.86 to win this match. And here it goes, pulled that one hard, but saved, brilliantly saved down there on the leg side. There it goes in the air, all the way up high. Is it going to cross the boundary ropes? Yes, it is, because of that mistake being made over there by the fielder. So it is going down there for a four. There it goes in the air, all the way across the boundary ropes. And here again, just back-to-back boundaries getting hit. It is making sure that is staying up to the expectations from him. His team has, and is going for back-to-back fours. On the previous one before this boundary, he tried for a six, but was wasn't able to convert that one into a six. But also, luckily, he doesn't sacrifices his wicket on that ball and gets a four. The score here after the end of the seventh over is 56 runs for the loss of one. And now Team Lodha SCB Titans requires 85 runs from 13 overs at the required run rate of 6.54. अच्छा हुआ भाई अभी रील वापस देखा और मेरे को याद आया कि मैंने क्या गलती 84 runs needed now in 12.5 overs at the required run rate of 6.55. And it goes in there and a one bounce for then. Doing it elegantly. Just have a look at that shot again. Just watch that shot. kind of shot he played and made sure that it is going to get a big run. In there. And here it is, straight into the gap, plays it smartly, finds that one and takes it. Beautifully taken, and just 4 runs getting subtracted from the runs needed. And here, and here, the hat trick. Not even a hat trick. A hat trick is what it was, and then a six now. So this kind of batting, the kind of aggressive hitting is going right now on the field is just unmatched. Just making sure that whenever he hits the ball, he goes for that huge shot for those big runs. And this time, defends that one smartly under the bat, not rushing for a boundary again. And now the score after the end of the eighth over is 75 runs for the loss of one. And again, just trying to continue the same momentum in this over, in the ninth over. But again, he's playing it just a little more smartly, just trying to convert those boundary shots into singles and saving those runs for his team. goes into the gap play that he knew that it is difficult to find a six on that boundary because on that side it is a big boundary. So he plays that one straight into the gap, perfectly places it, and goes for that one bounce scope. And here it goes again. Play this time through the covers, but straight to the fielder standing at deep. So just a single taken. And now almost 58. Yes, 58 runs requires. 58 runs required from 67 balls. And the required run rate of 5.19. This time making sure that there is no one acting as an obstacle between the boundary ropes and the ball, and just delivers it straight up there through the covers for that four. Getting four extra runs. And now the score after the end of the ninth over is 87 runs for the loss of one wicket. And now the Lodha NCB Titans requires 54 runs from 66 balls to win this match. And here we go, as you can see that one in the replay, just played powerfully straight through the extra covers for that four. Exactly knew that there wasn't anyone in place at the deep. He takes advantage of that and plays it straight powerfully. And now only 48 runs required. here again into the gap. Is it going this time? No, it is not. It has been hit straight to the fielder standing there in the deep covers. And one taken. And now one last ball before the drinks break. 95 for the loss of one. It is 46 required from 61. Again, just directed smartly into the gap, through the point, and taken one. Exchanged for a single. So the score after the end of the 10th over now is 96 runs for the loss of one. And now the team Lodha and CP Titans requires 45 runs from 10 overs. And here it goes this time. Time at it, and guess what? It has been taken. Ajinkya has been sent back. No. And this time at it, and guess what? And finally, the second wicket, the second breakthrough after so long has been put down after the drinks break. I think the conversation which was been carried out in the drinks break has been done well out there. And finally, they get it. And here we go now. Himanshu, the new batter out there on the field. There it is, just going straight up there across the boundary ropes. And with this, the score of the team Lodha and CB Titans goes over 100. And now only 38 runs required with a required run rate of 4. 103 for the loss of 2 it is. Karan is attacking now. He's taking up the lead, batting at 33 of 19. There's few shots required to just finish the game. But again, straight to the fielder and saved it. And here it goes again. One more boundary through this over. Even if the bowler was able to put down a wicket, was able to take the second breakthrough, but the batting team isn't stopping. They're continuing the momentum which was been made over there. And Karan going here for one more four. Previous one was a six, and this time a four. 37 runs up. The 13 runs away from his 50. And whereas his team, Lodha NCB Titans, requires only 34 runs now. Here moving on to the 12th one, and here an opportunity was been created. It is the 12th over going on. Prasad then Parag been brought in to attack for his second over and started on with a dot delivery. It is Himanshu on strike, batting at 1 of 2, still in search of his first first boundary. It goes directed straight up there to the extra covers and a dot ball again. One more dot ball been bowled down here by Parag. He's making sure he doesn't concede many runs. Here we go, pull it into the gap towards the leg side and straight away for a four. The frustration of the previous two deliveries has been taken out here we go and score that one. Just flipping off that bottle on the boundary ropes. And now only 30 required. This time just defending that one elegantly under his bat. He knew exactly what the bowler is trying to do and he knows when to attack. He has that control over the game. And Himanshu is just trying to do his basics. Just playing with proper timing. And is it a white ball? Is it a yes? It's a white ball. Umpire signals that one as white, so one run getting subtracted from the runs needed. So now only 29 needed. Only 29 runs required for the team Lodha and TV Titans to win this match, a 40 plus tournament. And here we go, just directed this time straight to the point fielder, and one more dot ball. Too many dot balls been bowled in this over by Parag. He's just saving runs. Conceded only 5 till now. Can we expect a boundary coming on the final one, on the final ball of the 12th over? 112 for the loss of 2 days. Here it plays an aerial shot straight going up there to the fielder at the long off and taken one. So the score after the end of the 12th over is 113 for the loss of 2 wickets. Let's have a look at that replay. The batter just slides it in straight towards the backward point and getting collected. He fumbles at the start, juggles the ball, but then collects it well. And then a wicket has been put down over here. The third breakthrough, 113 for the loss of 3. And third one has been taken by Sujay in his first over. Still 28 runs required for the team Lodha and CP Titans. And now here we go, moving on to the game. Again, after that wicket, Atul is a new batter standing on strike, and a brilliant one by Sujay over here, a swing and a miss. Atul is the new batter who just faced this brilliant one down here on the field. And here it is, an appeal was in place over there, but the ball has been just flicked on towards the fine, and taking a single. And umpire has signaled that one as leg wise, but it doesn't matter how the run comes unless they're coming. So now finally 1 run after so long. Started off with a dot, then a wicket, then back 2 consecutive dot balls, and here again, the same thing. Sujay doing his thing, Sujay doing what is supposed to be done. And now the score off for the end of the 13th over is 114 runs for the loss of 3 wickets, and only 1 run scored from this over with the loss of 1 wicket. And it was Hiren been brought in to attack for his third over, and he does his job, takes a wicket, and one more batter has been sent back. The fourth breakthrough, 114 for the loss of 4. Just have a look at that one. He swinged it hard. There was a gap been created, and the ball just getting in. And 114 for the loss of 4 it is. And here we go. A powerful shot of so long and could have been landed straight into the safe hands. But no, just finding himself lucky over there. And finally a run taken and getting subtracted from the runs needed. So now 26 needed. And here again a powerful one. Just directed the energy straight through the shot and all the way along the ground for a four. And again, and now only 22 runs needed from 37 balls and one last ball left of this over, of the 14th over. 119 is the score for the loss of 4 wickets, and Karan is batting at 41 currently of 25 balls, just 9 runs away from his 100. And here again a maximum, straight going high up. 6 run been subtracted from the runs needed. Mr. Javin brought back into attack for his second over. He's already taken one batter down and is looking for more. And again, a tricky one this time. Just leaving the batter completely clueless again and again. 125 for the loss of 4 it is. It's only 16 runs needed. And a white ball over here, so a good thing to happen from the perspective of the chasing team. Only 15 required now. And here again, Sujay just acting really tripped over here. He's just bowling smart lengths and just confusing the batter, not letting him read his bowling and doing what is supposed to be done and just. And here we go, finally the one much needed shot is going down there for a four runs getting subtracted over there. And then all the way up going there across the boundary ropes. And straight away the 6 runs getting subtracted from the runs needed and a much needed shot to accelerate the run chase and take the win home. The fielders who were standing beneath that shot were just looking at it, and now only 4 runs required for Dream Lodha and CB Titans to win this match and 5 overs left. So can they finish off the game in this over itself? This over started brilliantly from the perspective of the bowling team of the defending team, but then that one run was been taken and Karan was been brought on the strike, and Karan just does his job what was supposed to be done. He does that. Also completed his 50 and is now at 57 of 28. Score after the end of the 15th over is 138 for the loss of 4, and now only 3 runs needed for the team Lodha and CB Titans to win this match. Abhimanyu out there on the strike, batting at 2 of 5, just 3 runs needed. And it goes in the air and taken that one through the third man for the 4, and with this the win is taken home by the team Lodha and CB Titans by 6 wickets. And it goes in the air and taken. And with this, your commentator Jalmesh Kokade is signing off for the game, along with the operator Satish and cameraman Shoaib.